In this video, I'm going to take you along with me as I take some interesting shots around Lake Fujikawaguchi, a perfect spot for capturing Mount Fuji in all its beauty. Hi, I'm Josh, and on my channel, we often talk about landscape and travel photography, as well as Japan. My wife Satomi's parents and our family were staying in this great onsen ryokan, or hot spring hotel, in Fujikawaguchi. So this morning in early fall, I got up super early and headed out around the lake to try and catch some interesting shots of Fujisan. As our hotel was situated facing the bridge and not Fujisan, my actual pics of the mountain will come a bit later, but the lakeside views along the way were also great. I brought my tripod along and wanted to get some long exposure over the lake to see what that type of feeling brought out. So at first, when it was still really dark out, I was the only person around, but soon enough I was joined by fishermen, which also made for some really cool shots along the water. I only brought with me the Sony 24mm GM and the 85 1.8. This is Fujikawaguchi Ohashi, the Great Bridge of Fujikawaguchi. So as I started walking across the bridge here, I did notice that there's one lone bird up there on top of the light that I really wanted to get. So I kind of played with the color here a little bit of a moody grading. So the other side of the bridge was really interesting, and you could see these layers of mountains that go deep in, and in a way I really found this quite interesting as well. Did a little bit of a long exposure here for 8 seconds. Took some other ones here. I just didn't have the strong enough ND filter to capture a longer exposure to really get that icy water effect. And when you get across the bridge, it's actually pretty difficult to get a good shot of Fujisan. Let me know down below which angle that you like, but I tend to like a few more coming up than this side. Actually, I really had to kind of crop out the guardrails on the bridge. So here we're starting to see Mount Fuji head on, and it was really interesting with the reflection off the water there, what I could do to try to get almost like a symmetry. Because of the season as well, I went with some bolder black and whites for some of these that I just really like to bring out some of the tonality. Some of these grasses made for some interesting foreground as well in November. So from the bridge going around the other side there, you have to kind of take this side path, and I came across these. I love these. They're everywhere in Japan. They're so unique. The manhole covers. If you get a chance, take pictures of them because every area is unique. We're starting to get to the other side of the lake here, and I just like this angle a lot more. Some of the wildflowers here were interesting, and I did have it at a shallower depth of field, because it's one thing to keep in mind that when you have such an iconic figure as Mount Fuji, it doesn't always have to be so sharp. Having something in the foreground and focusing on that, alluding to this iconic figure in the background is really interesting. Again, some of the ripples on the waves were nice from the wind gently blowing across. It did kind of break up the pure symmetry, but it's nice as it was. I finally found a few more brighter fall leaves. Here, I like the depth and the different layers that I was able to apply. Again, starting to get more of the fisherman shots in there with Fujisan in the background. This was one of my favorite ones, I think. I just like the layers and the way the tonality came out. But please let me know down below if you had a favorite pick out of these that I got this cloudy, hazy morning. Really, this is something, any time of year, these shots are going to be different, and every moment is different. But of course, the way the weather plays into this, like, I was really drawn into this moodiness, and I tried to bring that out. I love that type of photography as well. And at first I was a little worried that it was too hazy and I wasn't going to get the perfect shot of Fujisan, but there really is no perfect shot. Every shot really can be its own piece of art. So there you have it. As I made my way all the way around the lake there, it was maybe an hour and a half in the morning. I think I started out at about 5 a.m. So getting back just as the rest of the family was waking up and getting ready to start the day and do some more sightseeing. This is really an area I recommend that if you're looking for some shots of Mount Fuji, definitely check out Fujikawaguchi in Yamanashi Prefecture. Mount Fuji is definitely one of those spots that are on many people's bucket lists. So if you'd like some Japan travel photography tips to help you get your unique shots, please check out this next video.